This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL.
Yeah.
And
Oh, man.
happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day. We
I
know
didn't
that-
even put together that
she
what
was
you were
doing that?
I was just like, Tori's sick or something.
We know there's a lot of turmoil, guys, in the world, but today we want to keep things just a little bit lighter and begin by talking about old St. Patrick's Day. So, happy St. Patty's Day, everybody! Huh?
I'm excited.
All right,
here
one
for it.
clap. Thank you, Karen. This is the first time since the pandemic that people will be gathering in bars to drink their green beer and celebrate. Over in Dublin, Ireland's National St. Patrick's Day Festival and Parade returned after being canceled the past 2 years. Here in the U.S., the Chicago River is once again green. Many bar owners around the country say they are bracing themselves. Wow, sounds like a threat. For a St. Patty's Day like no other. Some are predicting it will be a little bit nuts.
Oh, really? Are they?
Who are these people?
Explain what you mean.
We've been in the house for 2.5 years. St. Patty's Day is wild on its own because everybody secretly likes to drink in the morning, hence brunch.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
true.
Here's a theory
Okay,
about
brunch.
Yeah, it's just people that want to keep drinking, but they're like, I can't do that. So, like, then you just have it at breakfast, and now you're a cosmopolitan, whatever. I digress.
A mimosa.
Yeah, or bottomless. But, you know, Lindsay, I do think that everybody does need a reason to blow off steam. I feel like St. Patty's Day is a good holiday for a time and a place in your life. I retired, but I think the young folks, y'all go and get after it for a little bit.
I think I just remember living in Manhattan and just how ridiculous it used to get. That, and then there was like Santa Con or something where a bunch of people got drunk and dressed up like Santa. Those two things have ruined both of the holidays for me. I'm just like, oh man. But I know when I was growing up, we had corned beef and cabbage every year. My dad made it, and so I thought it was like our tradition. But I honestly was incorrect. And then I read online, my heart was broken today because it said corned beef and cabbage is about as Irish as the Shamrock Shake at McDonald's. That was a local news article, and it's because it came from. It's like an American tradition that came from food over there that originated in Ireland with pork, and we just changed it to corned beef because that was inexpensive to get, and then we just hijacked it and kind of jacked it up. But it is delicious.
But that's kind of how every tradition is. Like when you really look into it, like just found out that St. Patty's Day is supposed to be blue.
Yes, the color, just so you guys know, is blue, but of St. Patrick's Day, but it changed over time to green for their national pride because green is, of course, the Irish color. So it went from blue to green. So you can wear blue or green or this cool racing stripe dress.
I like it. Hey, you look like you're about to like referee a street race.
Yeah,
but
all right.
I like it.
I really enjoyed the outfit, Tori.
Thank you. Also, I wanted to say that original lore, St. Patrick's, if you didn't know St. Patrick was a priest basically who taught and spread Christianity throughout all of Ireland. So.
Okay, but no one's thinking about that.
Yeah,
No
okay,
disrespect.
But Tori knows the history of all things, so just like
it's just like this weird thing where it's like I feel like St. Patty's Day. There's different clusters of holidays. And I feel like St. Patty's Day is in the same cluster as Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And New Year.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And they are
I know
just
what you mean.
holidays to drink. You can say the history of the New Year's, Lindsay, and everybody's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Where's my shot?
Yeah.
And I feel like is this kind of good for the society to just have a day where half the population is going to be non-functional?
In 1762, Irish soldiers walked down to start a parade just to get their Irish morale back in America. This is a huge morale booster. Chicago, to get outside, and I went there when it was a green river. I had my green beer. That was a big deal.
And don't say beer singular.
I had one.
That river was empty when she was done with it. That's all right.
Where'd
It's good
the river
though. You
go?
did it up when you were here.
you just commit to it and then have a really, really good time, and then
It was great.
try to get yourself together for work the next day.
That's right.
There we
That's
go.
right. All right. Do you guys share your Netflix password with friends?
Never.
Many
Okay, you
people
got two
do.
black folks on this panel. We are not snitching. I'm like, huh?
Anything.
What are you talking about?
Many people do, which is why the streaming service is now cracking down. They're testing a new feature, get this, that would allow you to add people to your account from outside your household for an additional fee. So far, it's just in Costa Rica, Peru, and Chile, but Netflix isn't ruling out bringing this feature to other countries. Netflix says password sharing is impacting its ability to invest in new TV shows and films. Really, Netflix? Really?
I feel like this.
You have $1 gazillion bazillion dollars, and you need that. Really?
And I feel like this tone should have been set from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, don't be all the way fourth quarter when you have all these subscribers and say, here are the new rules. Because also, like, who stays in their house? People watch Netflix on laptops. People watch it on their freaking Apple Watch, probably. They watch it in hotels, Airbnbs, and like, you're telling people that live in the same house, you guys all have to be in the same vicinity, otherwise we're up in the charge. And like, what's the point of like Colin and I sharing a Netflix if he can't go home to Texas and not watch it? You know, it's just kind of ridiculous.
I think I have an idea, and I don't want to go against both of you guys, but I think the thinking behind it is because they're trying to turn a profit, Lindsay, and people are stealing their product. What are you guys talking about?
Excuse me.
They are the culture?
The fanfare from the show, if Tori gives me her password, the fanfare way outweighs the $5.99 that I'm not paying.
$19.99.
Whatever.
$19.99.
Like sitting here, it's like, oh, this is why we're all not rich. Because we're all like, the fanfare. And I'm like, I see what you're saying. I think stockholders, I don't think they care about fanfare. I think they're like, hey, if we retract these passwords and make people pay for what they're watching, who knows?
Okay, but
there
you
must be
go to
passwords that
LA.
a couple hundred people
You go to
using.
LA to see your family every week, every other week. So your spouse can't watch anything because
I like that. Lock it down.
Okay, whatever. Your partner can't watch anything because you're out of town, or you can't watch anything because you're out of town. Like, you guys are legit sharing a password. There are people that are actually sharing a password because they live together.
And I would also,
That's
messed
messed up.
that shareholders would also care about the culture of Netflix. And let me be honest, the idea of Netflix and chill was sort of HBO password. We all shared that. That was sort of, I felt, part of the culture of it. And even Netflix's Twitter handle is kind of sassy. And I thought that was part of it, like the entire culture. Now, when you did say we're stealing, he's right. We're fully stealing. And it feels a little bit like a Napster era type of thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I get, wow, you really introduced something, because now when you think about the artists, I was being selfish with Lindsay, we're thinking about ourselves, but if you do think about the artists, this probably would up their paycheck. And I mean, I can't imagine that there's any Netflix account that doesn't have at least a couple of people using it. And if you take that times every Netflix account, I think it's a lot of money they're leaving on the table.
I mean, Netflix doesn't disclose any ratings, disclose how any show has done. You just hear about it over time with big shows that we see that like blew out. Exactly. And so, you know, I think Netflix is rolling in so much dough that like these little shared accounts are irrelevant. Not saying they don't want to turn more of a profit, but they literally are rolling in dough. They don't even know what to do. They're throwing so much money at new shows that go on air for a week and disappear.
I like that you and Tori are such nice people. You're like, you guys have enough money. Let's just have it. And it works on me. I want to argue, but I'm like, let them just have it.
We've been through a lot. Okay, these past few years. Give us this next.
Yeah, I needed to borrow some accounts in the past. Yeah. Okay.
All right, coming up on DBL, Hollywood medium Tyler Henry. I am binging this show on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, we'll find out the celebrity reading that surprised him the most, and new information on WNBA star Brittany Griner's Russian confinement, why she could be in prison for months longer. Stay tuned, y'all.
Closed captioning provided by.
I can't get onto it. As much as I appreciate capitalism, and if Netflix was my company, everybody needed to pay.
Right.
But I just am like, dang, I know that there's been some times where I'm part of the millions of people that watch the show because I wasn't about to buy Showtime.
Right.
But I ended up watching that show, and then I ended up buying Showtime.
Right,
So
and
isn't
you're
it like,
consumer about it.
Isn't it like a trial period because once you have it, like, so I've had people's where like, okay, I'll give you mine, but I'm using my aunt's. And then, like Showtime, once there's 5 users on it, they kick you off. They're like, somebody has to get off. So obviously, I'm not kicking off the aunt with which started the account.
Right.
So therefore, I'm going to
if you
kick myself off. So that's when you get to the point where, well, if Colin wants to watch 2, I'm going to buy one. But I do like Showtime.
Is that what they're? Is that? I don't think that. I think if something is popular on Netflix, people are going to make their way and see it. My question is, why don't they do something like that then? Like have a maximum. Because I do think people are going to, most households have a couple, 3, 5, 6 people in there. People are going to leave the house. They should have access to it, especially if you have a long commute. You want to watch something. They do have to do something to protect their business model. They're giving away the only thing they have,
For Russian
which is
confinement,
strange. And I have.
What it is.
gotten streaming services for one or two things. And like how many people would have gotten it just to watch Tiger King 2 years ago?
I was about to get Hulu yesterday just to watch Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
But then I realized it came on ABC, which comes with my cable package.
Right.
But like that's the thing. It's like, and I thought about it, like who can I hit up that has Hulu? But you know, you get to a point. I think everybody's in their 20s might do like, okay, whose account?
Yeah.
But as you start to get older, you're like, let me get an account. This is petty. It's $5.99.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be mooching my
and
little
also
brother.
the enjoyment that you get from you watch Netflix probably every day,
Right.
every other day at the least. And it's like if it's everybody's like it's up to $20. I'm like, what else do you use every day?
No, I hear that.
Isn't $20 worth of everything?
But all of a sudden,
if you rented your microwave for $20 a month, you'd be like, it's a great deal.
But why do you suddenly become Scrooge McGee? Like you weren't Scrooge McGee before.
That's their product.
Welcome back. We have another update on the WNBA star Brittany Griner, who is currently being detained in Russia. So a Moscow court has extended her arrest on drug charges until May 19th. Brittany plays for a Russian team in the offseason. A Russian official told state TV there that a rep from the U.S. consulate has not visited Brittany yet. Has not. She also claimed Brittany has no complaints about the conditions in the jail other than her bed is too small. Brittany is 6'9". There's a change.org petition calling for Brittany's swift and safe return, and nearly 75,000 people have now signed it. You can find it on our social media pages. What do you think about extending her arrest? All I care about is also there's no one been to see her.
Right.
I am so concerned about that fact. Not even a diplomat, someone from the embassy. What's going on?
I mean, they said they're holding her till May 19th, starting from February 17th. So that's 3 months for an investigation. You know, it's like, how long are they going to keep her in there? And then for a U.S. consulate or no one to visit, Hillary Clinton spoke about this recently, saying, you know, we need to do something. She's sending all her thoughts and prayers over there. But all these empty words, we kind of need a little bit more than that, because Russia's saying, and mind you, we can only take Russia with a very small grain of salt.
Agreed.
But they're saying they're open to conversation to have a U.S. Somebody who represents the United States go over there. But nobody has taken the initiative, and it's like not a priority to save their safety. But if it was someone else, would we send somebody over there urgently? And so that's why I'm concerned about what's going on, because we haven't seen face. Like we saw the woman who rallied against her TV station. We saw her face, and we know that she's okay. We haven't seen Brittany Griner besides that random picture that looks very uncomfortable.
Which looks hostage-like almost, right?
Absolutely. And you know, you're talking about May 19th. What could happen between now and then, just with the Russia's current state, the state of that hemisphere right now?
Yes.
And so, I mean, that just seems like such a long way off, and it's really terrifying.
Yeah.
Because I no matter what happens, I'm assuming that we will get her back. I have to put that into the heavens and hope that it happens. But I mean, what trauma has she experienced? Like, will she be the same person after being held in a place like that? I mean, if you were just like in the county jail down the street, that would be horrendous.
I know.
Imagine.
I mean, we have
a Russian gulag. You don't know what's happening.
And we have accounts of people in the United States, not to get too heavy, but in Rikers Island, specifically in solitary confinement, that have committed suicide when they came home and had very bad mental health issues because of that situation. So we don't know what Russia's doing, if it's worse, equal to solitary confinement, but we have somebody who we can't trust, who's part of a associated state that's spitting out propaganda and telling us, oh, the only thing that's the problem is the bed's too small. Like, you know, they should show proof of, they should show proof of life. They should show us that what's going on, proof of where she is, and let it move forward from there. They should release her, but at the very least, show us that she's okay.
And if we're going to tack one more sad fact on this, Russia is known to be, you know, not very accepting of homosexual people. So I'm really worried about that, her and being a woman of color. I'm just it's very scary.
It should be the front page news, I think. Front page news. Well, we're going to keep it here. We'll keep updating you and tracking the story. Coming up on DBL, the amazing Hollywood medium. I'm binging the show hardcore. Tyler Henry. He tells us all about his new show. That's coming up next. Stay tuned, guys.
I've never.
Where do we Nearly a month has passed since American professional basketball player Brittany Griner was detained in Russia for allegedly having vape cartridges containing oil derived from cannabis. Many people on social media questioned why Griner was in Russia to begin with. In addition to being one of the top players in the WNBA, Griner also plays professional basketball in Russia. A post on Facebook speculates as to why Griner plays in both countries, claiming top-tier WNBA players like Griner only make $20 an hour. But is that true? Let's verify. Our sources are the WNBA, WNBA's 2020 to 2027 collective bargaining agreement, and SpotRack.com. To answer that question, we're going to have to do some math. According to the WNBA collective bargaining agreement, the max base salary that a player could receive during the 2021 season was $221,450. According to SpotRack.com, Griner was one of 7 players to make the league's max salary. Based on a standard 52-week year working 40 hours a week, Griner's hourly rate would be $106.47. The WNBA season, however, is much shorter, making Griner's hourly rate even higher. Verify also did the math for lower-paid players. According to the WNBA, in 2021, the average salary for a WNBA player was $130,000. Using the 52-week year baseline, even players making the league's average salary made significantly more than $20 an hour. So we can verify that top-tier WNBA players do not only make $20 an hour, they make more. Griner does, however, make more money playing abroad than she does playing in the WNBA. As a member of a professional basketball team in Russia, Griner makes about $1 million per season. That's nearly 5 times more than she makes each year in the WNBA. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Welcome back. His psychic readings of celebrities rocketed him to fame. I'm a huge fan. And now he's the most sought-after psychic medium in the world. Earlier, we spoke with Tyler Henry. Take a look.
Hi, Tyler. Okay, so we're going to get to your new Netflix show. We're all excited about it, Life After Death with Tyler Henry. But first, before you became famous, you were studying to be a hospice nurse. As a medium, was that a challenging environment to be in? I can't even imagine.
Well, you know, it was a natural synergy. I graduated high school at the age of 16, and at that point I knew I had this ability, but I didn't know if I wanted to be a medium in the public eye, so I felt the hospice would be kind of a natural route to go. But I very shortly thereafter actually ran into the dean of my college, who I'd actually read, and he encouraged me to go down that path instead, as I could really achieve the same thing I wanted to through hospice with readings.
What have you learned about life from talking to the departed?
Sure. You know, I've learned so much. It puts such an emphasis on the importance of saying it while we still have the chance. So many people that come to me with regret, wishing that they could have said something or done something differently.
You work with a lot of celebrities. Now, I know there's got to be one that stands out as like the most surprising. Like, who was it and why?
I would say LaToya Jackson was one of the most stunning for me because obviously I recognized her and obviously I knew who she was hoping to hear from, which as a medium is a challenge because I had to be able to connect to details that weren't public, weren't discussed in books, weren't on interviews, connecting with Michael Jackson, the human being, versus Michael Jackson, the superstar.
Wow. Wow. Did anyone ever compare you to Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell? Because
I've gotten Zach Morris and I get Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, yeah. So, I was just on Netflix and your new show popped up. I'm like, Saved by the Bell's coming out with a new show? I thought you were Zach. I thought you were Zach Morris.
A medium in this one.
Yeah.
It's the hair.
Very handsome man. So let's talk about your new show, Life After Death with Tyler Henry, not Zach Morris. We really want to know about your technique, Tyler. So are you really writing things down when you're scribbling on those notepads, or is that just to pretend like you know what's going on?
It's really a way to kind of turn on. So scribbling is really just a process that I've trained myself. Think of it kind of like doodling. It allows so that when I'm not scribbling, I can maintain some sense of normalcy. And then when I am, it's time to work.
Tyler, when you're around people, or even like when you're interviewing us, do you have to shut down certain premonitions or thoughts?
That's a good question.
Certainly things can come through. I liken it more to a volume dial in the sense that there's always background noise. And when I do an interview, I have to kind of turn that background noise down. But when I go to a reading, I can kind of consciously turn it up through scribbling, through focus. And that's really how I do what I do.
Okay, so Tyler, why is this new show that we're all excited about a personal journey for you?
She could have had a completely different life, and that was taken from her by this criminal.
I know I'm not like her.
I know I'm a good person.
This is really a personal journey because not only do you see these stories of everyday people and extreme resilience, but I also got to explore a family mystery, which, to put it bluntly, was intense. We discovered a few years ago that who my mother thought were her biological parents were not. And indeed, my mom had actually been stolen as a baby.
Wow.
And the woman that took her went on to commit a number of homicides, as well as many other very painful things. And so the show really is about discovery, identity, trying to find the answers.
That is fascinating.
I wanted to ask Tyler. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think we all want to ask the same thing.
Tyler,
Do you hear anything about us?
Because we're talking so much
him,
about other
ask him.
people, but like I wanted to say, like, what do you do to like kind of make sure that Tyler's okay?
Well, I have to have a strong support system. And I mean, there's definitely been times where in readings I've said things that were tough. I think we can think back to my reading with Alan Thicke. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I sat with him, relayed a very significant heart condition, and then he passed away tragically about 3 months after of that very thing. So sometimes you got to talk about the tough stuff as a way to be preventative, as a way of empowering a person, but it's definitely a difficult job in some ways.
Wow. Thank you so much, Tyler, for chatting with us. And for everyone at home, check out Life After Death with Tyler Henry, streaming right now on Netflix. Thanks, Tyler. We'll be right back.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Some social media users have claimed Ukraine is working on biological weapons near Russian borders in labs funded by the United States. Most notably, a spokeswoman for Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs alleged on March 8th that Ukraine has been concealing traces of a military biological program supported by funding from the U.S. Department of Defense. A Verify viewer texted the team with questions about these claims. So let's verify. Is the United States funding biological weapons labs in Ukraine? Our sources are the U.S. Department of Defense, Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, and European Union spokesperson Peter Stano. During a press conference on March 9th, Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby responded to questions about biological weapons labs in Ukraine.
We are not developing biological or chemical weapons inside Ukraine. It's not happening.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki also said Russia's claims are false. In another tweet, she added, quote, "The United States is in full compliance with its obligations under the Chemical Weapons Convention and the Biological Weapons Convention and does not develop or possess such weapons anywhere," unquote. The Biological Weapons Convention is a United Nations treaty. It effectively prohibits the development, production, acquisition, transfer, stockpiling, and use of biological and toxin weapons. As members of the UN, both the US and Ukraine must abide by this treaty. Peter Stano, a spokesperson for the European Union, says there's no evidence that there are biological weapons laboratories anywhere in Ukraine. In a statement to Verify, he said, quote, "We are not aware of any programs in Ukrainian laboratories that are not in line with the Biological Weapons Convention," unquote. So we can verify, no, the United States is not funding biological weapons labs in Ukraine. So where could this claim be coming from? One source might be the Biological Threat Reduction Program. Since 2005, the U.S. has invested $200 million in Ukraine through the Biological Threat Reduction Program, which has helped improve Ukraine's biological safety, security, and surveillance for both human and animal health. These public health laboratories are run by Ukraine's government and don't make weapons. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
As the crisis in Ukraine continues, social media feeds have flooded with QR codes that send you to links to support Ukraine. But how do you know which ones are legit? Let's verify.
You don't want to be just scanning any QR code in this case.
Our sources are Kelsey Coleman from the Better Business Bureau, the Federal Trade Commission, and the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
Here at the Better Business Bureau, we know that scammers follow the trends. They're seeing that QR codes are popping up. They're easy to use. People can easily just grab their phone. But what scammers love about them is that they hide the actual URL that they're directing the consumer to. And that's a problem because we are always urging people to make sure that that URL is legitimate. And it's hard to do when you're using a QR code.
Coleman went on to say your best bet is to go directly to the source's website and look for the warning signs, spelling mistakes, error messages, and pop-ups. The FTC also issued some tips on giving to Ukraine and says look at the fees and the timing, especially if you're donating through social media. And the FBI says don't download a QR scanner app because most phones have one built in through the camera. And don't make payments through a site you got from a QR code. Donate directly on the website.
What time? Oh, you know what time it is? It's Thursday. It's time for your favorite time.
That's not the time.
Did you think it was good?
We used to say what day it
All right.
is.
So get your phones out and get ready to scam because we have some great deals and they are just for you. Enjoy. All right, Steph, what do you have for us today?
First up, we've got Santana Oye Premium over-ear wireless headphones with active noise cancelling. So this deal includes one pair of headphones. So these are studio quality and noise cancelling. They're Bluetooth compatible and super comfortable.
Yeah.
So normally these are $100, but we've got them for only $29, saving everyone at home up to 71%. Okay, what about this, Tori?
All right, let me
We've
see.
got these super cute, super flattering, gorgeous form Shadow Sport 7/8 high-waisted 2-pocket leggings.
Nice.
These are gorgeous. So the deal includes one pair of leggings, and they're available in 6 colors from size small to extra large.
Nice.
Normally they're $68.
Boo.
I know, but we've got them for $90.
Yes.
The savings are 72% on this deal. We've got the Infini Sonic Therapy chin device.
I need this.
So the deal includes one device, so you can get a spa-like treatment from the comfort of your own home at a fraction of the price. Look at this. The infrared radiation rejuvenates your skin, helps reduce wrinkles and fine lines.
I'll take 3.
So normally, Tori, this is $299.
Never mind.
But we've got it, Tori, for $79, saving everyone at home 74%. And last but certainly not least, we've got Nanette Lepore Halsey multi-section crossbody. So the deal includes one crossbody. And you know I love vegan leather, and this bag has it. So normally this bag is $78.
That's a little pricey.
But we've got it for $20.
Oh my gosh!
No, it's saving everyone at home 74%.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com right on your smartphone or scan that QR code on screen. Thanks so much, Steph. Some good stuff there and also some good comments. Jennifer says, only 2 people outside my home share Netflix with me. I'm not sharing with people that can afford it. That's fair. Janessa says Netflix is just another company starting to get greedy. How much money they're really losing to password sharing? Well, it turns out from 2020 to 2021, their profits dropped, or their stock dropped 20%.
Okay, that's not good.
That's not good.
I want her to define afford it.
Yeah.
Because
And then Kelly just says they have to pay the actors. I feel like the actors are getting the most amount of money.
Yeah, but they're providing content for the whole world.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
oh man, Al is about to get a side job with Netflix. This is crazy.
I don't understand why it's okay to steal from television. We're stealing. It's stealing.
I guess it was because before we all knew it was happening and it was all okay, and now they're
Who decided it was okay?
I guess we all felt Netflix.
Okay.
And now they're
I know Al better never have taken one password from anybody in the world ever.
That can't be true.
Not. I don't.
Okay.
I promise I don't.
DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.